What if Atlas Earth could launch itself every 21 minutes? But only when it actually makes sense. No interruptions. No surprises. No getting kicked out of whatever you were doing. In my previous video, in my previous video about Atlas Earth, we built a working Atlas Earth auto launch macro, and it did its job. But today, we're taking that idea and building the version it should have been from the start. By the end of this video, you'll have an automation that still runs every 21 minutes. Does absolutely nothing if Atlas Earth is already open. Launches automatically after you unlock your phone. Prompts you only when you're actively using your device. This is Games ODSG. Let's build automation that actually respects you. Alright, before we build the improved version, there's one very important thing we need to do first. If you followed part 1, you probably already have a macro running that launches Atlas Earth automatically. We don't want to delete it. We just want to disable it, so you can turn it back on later if you ever need it. So open MacroDroid. Select Macros in the bottom menu. And simply toggle the switch for the Atlas Earth automation macro to be off. That's it. Now the old macro is safely paused, and we can build the improved version without conflicts. If something ever doesn't work, you can just re-enable the old one. Before we continue, I just want to say a quick thank you to everyone who joined the channel because of the first Atlas Earth automation video. The support, comments, and feedback have been really great to see. If you're new here, welcome to Games ODSG. We focus on smart ways to improve your gaming experience. If this video helps you, consider liking, subscribing, and dropping a comment with ideas, questions, or improvements. And if you know someone playing Atlas Earth, share this video with them. It really helps grow the channel. Now before we start building the improved macro, I want to quickly talk about account safety. I only created the first Atlas Earth automation video after monitoring the macro for several weeks. At this point, I've personally been using these macros for almost 3 months without any warnings, strikes, or issues with Atlas Earth. And the reason is simple. Nothing inside the game is automated. The macro only launches the game. It doesn't collect rewards. It doesn't play mini-games. It doesn't complete surveys. It doesn't click anything. It simply opens the app, and even that is inconsistent because sometimes the phone is locked, sometimes we miss the prompt, and sometimes we press no. So there is no predictable automation pattern happening. Also, many people use MacroDroid for completely unrelated automations like battery saving, car mode, smart home triggers, notifications, productivity, and general phone automation. That being said, the choice is always yours. This video is not forcing anyone to use this setup. The risk is extremely low, but if you are uncomfortable, you should not do it. And one important note. If you modify this macro beyond what is shown in this video, you could increase your risk. So follow the instructions exactly if you choose to proceed. And of course, we are not responsible for any account issues that may occur. Alright, now let's build the improved macro step by step from the beginning. Tap Add Macro in MacroDroid. This screen shows 3 main sections. Triggers at the top. Actions in the middle. Constraints at the bottom. And at the very top, you'll see Enter Macro Name. The first thing we want to do is give this macro a proper name. Tap on Enter Macro Name and type something like Atlas Earth Smart Auto Launch. You can name it whatever you prefer, but using a clear name makes it much easier to find later, especially if you create multiple automations. Once the name is set, we can move on to the trigger. Now tap the plus icon in the red triggers section. Scroll down and select Date, Time. Then choose Regular Interval. Now you'll see the interval settings. This is where you decide how often the macro checks whether Atlas Earth should launch. Most people choose somewhere between 20 and 30 minutes. 21 minutes works well, but you can choose any interval that fits your usage. Set your preferred time and press OK. Once done, you should now see regular interval inside the triggers section. That means the macro now runs on a time schedule and is ready for actions. Alright, now that the trigger is set, we can move to the most important part of this macro, the actions. This is where we prevent Atlas Earth from relaunching while you are already using it. So under the blue Actions section, tap the plus icon. Now scroll down and select Conditions Loops. Then choose If Clause. Now tap the plus icon. Go to Device State. Then choose Application Running. Now select Running in Foreground. Then select OK. Select Use Either Mechanism. Then select OK. Choose Select Application. Then select OK. In the list of applications, locate and select Atlas Earth. Then press OK. So what this does is check if Atlas Earth is currently open on your screen. Now we need to tell MacroDroid what to do if that is true. Select OK at the confirmation to proceed. Select the If block, then select Add Child Action. Locate and select Macros. Then select Cancel Macro Actions. Choose this macro and press OK. So what happens now is simple. If Atlas Earth is already open, the macro stops immediately. That means no interruptions while you are playing mini-games, doing surveys, collecting rewards, or just browsing the app. The macro simply respects what you are doing and exits. Now that we've added protection to stop the macro when Atlas Earth is already open, we need to tell MacroDroid when it should continue. Right now, the macro knows when to stop, but we need to define the condition that allows it to move forward. So at the Actions block, tap the plus icon. Now scroll down and select Conditions Loops. Then choose If Clause. Now tap the plus icon. Go to Device State. Then choose Application Running. Now select Not in Foreground. Then press OK. Select Use Either Mechanism. Then press OK. Choose Select Application. Then press OK. From the list of applications, locate and select Atlas Earth. Then press OK. Now we have created the second logic block. So now the macro behaves like this. If Atlas Earth is open, stop. If Atlas Earth is not open, continue. This creates a clean and controlled decision flow and prepares the macro for the next step, which is handling the device lock and showing the prompt after unlock. Now we move to the next step, which is handling the device lock. This ensures the prompt only appears after you unlock your phone and prevents the macro from running silently in the background. So tap the If Not Foreground Atlas Earth block, then select Add Child Action. Now scroll down and select Conditions Loops. Then choose If Clause. Now tap the plus icon. Go to Device State. Then choose Device Locked and Unlocked. Choose Device Locked. Then press OK. Select OK to confirm. Now we need to define what happens if the device is locked. Select the If Device Locked block, then choose Add Child Action. Scroll down and select Screen. Then choose Keep Device Awake. Select Enable Keep Awake. Then select OK. Then select OK on the confirmation. Select Until Disabled, and set it to for fixed time. Then set the minute's duration to 3 minutes. Then press OK. Now tap the If Device Locked action again. Select Add Child Action. Scroll down and select Media. Then choose Play Sound. Select any sound to use as an alert. I will choose Bubble. Then press OK. Now tap the If Device Locked action again. Select Add Child action. Scroll down and select MacroDroid Specific. Then choose Wait until trigger. Now select the plus icon. Then select Device Events. Now select Device Unlocked. Then press OK. Now this block is complete. So what this does is simple. If your phone is locked, the screen turns on. A small sound plays to get your attention. And the macro waits until you unlock your device. Only after unlocking will the macro continue. This prevents the macro from running silently in the background and ensures that any actions that follow will only happen when you are actively using your phone. In the next step, we will add the user confirmation prompt so you can decide whether Atlas Earth should launch or not. Now we move to the next step, which is adding the user confirmation prompt. This is where the macro will ask you whether Atlas Earth should launch or not. Select the If Not Foreground Atlas Earth action. Then select Add Child action. Now scroll down and select Variables. Then choose Set Variable. Now select New Variable, then select OK. Enter the variable name var Atlas Earth Launch. Then select the variable type Boolean. Then press OK. Now you will be asked to set the value. Choose User Prompt. Then press OK. Now we configure the prompt. Set title to Atlas Earth is not open. Launch now. Set True to Yes. Set False to No. Then press OK. Now the user confirmation prompt is added. So what this does is simple. When Atlas Earth is not open and your phone is unlocked, MacroDroid will ask you if you want to launch the game. If you press yes, the macro will continue. If you press no, the macro will stop. This gives you full control over when Atlas Earth launches and prevents any unwanted app openings. Now we move to the next step, which is improving how the prompt behaves when the device is locked. Right now, the user confirmation prompt appears when Atlas Earth is not in the foreground. However, if the phone was locked and then unlocked, we want the prompt to appear again to make sure you don't miss it. So instead of creating a new prompt, we will copy the existing one. Locate and select the Set Variable var Atlas Earth Launch action. Tap the action. Then select Copy. Now select the End If action above the copied action. Then select Paste action above. Now the prompt will appear after the phone is unlocked as well. So the macro now ensures that you always see the prompt, whether your phone was locked or already unlocked. Now we add the decision block. Tap the If Not Foreground Atlas Earth block. Then select Add Child action. Scroll down and select Conditions Loops. Then choose If Clause. Now tap the plus icon. Scroll down and select MacroDroid Specific. Now select MacroDroid Variable. Select var Atlas Earth Launch. Then select OK. Then choose True. Then select OK. Select OK at the If clause pop-up. Select the If var Atlas Earth Launch equals True block. Then select Add Child action. Select Applications. Then choose Launch Application. Choose Select Application. Select OK. Locate and select Atlas Earth. Enable Force New and enable Exclude from Recents. Then press OK. Now this block is complete. So what this does is simple. If the prompt appears and you press yes, Atlas Earth launches. If you press no, the macro skips the launch and continues normally. And because we copied the prompt into the device locked section, you will always see the confirmation after unlocking your phone. Now we move to the final step, where we apply the last few actions to complete the macro. At this point, the main structure is already in place. We just need to complete the device unlocked flow and add clean exit action so the macro runs smoothly and finishes correctly every time. First, locate the set variable var Atlas Earth Launch user prompt action that sits directly below wait until device unlocked inside the if device locked block. Tap this set variable var Atlas Earth Launch action once to open the action menu. Then select copy. Now tap the if not foreground Atlas Earth block itself. Select add child action. Scroll down and select conditions loops. Then choose if clause. Tap the plus icon. Go to device state. Then choose device locked and unlocked. Select device unlocked. Press OK. Press OK again to confirm. You should now see a new if device unlock block under the if device lock block. Now tap the end if action below it. Select paste action above. This places the set variable var Atlas Earth Launch user prompt inside the unlocked flow. Now we add the launch decision. Scroll up slightly and locate the if var Atlas Earth Launch equals true block inside the if device locked section. Tap the if var Atlas Earth Launch equals true block. Then select copy. Now scroll back down to the if device unlocked block. Tap the end if action below the set variable var Atlas Earth Launch user prompt. Then choose paste action above. You should now see set variable var Atlas Earth Launch user prompt. If var Atlas Earth Launch equals true, launch Atlas Earth inside the if device unlocked block. Now we add a clean exit to each path. Scroll up and tap the if device locked block. Select add child action. Scroll down and select macros. Then choose cancel macro actions. Select this macro and press OK. Now scroll down to the if device unlocked block. Tap if device unlocked. Select add child action. Scroll down and select macros. Then choose cancel macro actions. Select this macro and press OK. Now we need to ensure the actions appear in the correct order. Select the up and down arrow icon in the top right of the actions section. Scroll down to the if var Atlas Earth Launch equals true block, then tap and hold the icon to the far right to drag the action above the cancel macro actions this macro action. Do the same with the launch Atlas Earth action. Then drag the cancel macro action below the end if action. Save the changes by selecting the check icon in the bottom right. In mentioning the save action now due to an ad triggered upon save. Then select the set variable action below cancel macro action. Then select delete as we no longer need this action. Then save your changes one last time. Now scroll to the top and confirm the structure. You should now see if Atlas Earth in foreground cancel macro actions end if Atlas Earth not in foreground. If device locked prompt launch cancel macro. If device unlocked prompt launch cancel macro. Now the macro is fully structured and complete. Your Atlas Earth Smart Auto Launch macro is now ready to run. Before we wrap up, there's one important reminder. Make sure you keep extending your MacroDroid runtime. You can do this by opening MacroDroid and selecting the Add Days option, which allows you to watch an ad and extend the runtime by 3 days each time. I've personally managed to extend mine to around 120 days so far, but I'm not completely sure what the maximum limit is. So it's a good habit to extend it whenever you open the app to make sure your automation keeps running without interruption. I also want to give a quick thank you to everyone in the community who supported Part 1, shared feedback, and suggested improvements that helped shape this version of the macro. Your comments, testing, and ideas really helped improve this automation. If you build this macro and run into any issues, or if you have suggestions to make it even better, drop a comment below. I read every comment, and once enough feedback is gathered, we might build a part 3 with even more smart automation features and improvements based on what the community suggests. So test the macro, use it for a few days, keep extending your MacroDroid runtime, and let me know how it performs on your device. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.